There is no day I come online and I don't see a comparison between Pedri and Bellingham. So I just want to talk about Pedri and Bellingham, who is currently better and who I feel is going to be better in the next few years or in the future to come. So we'll start with Pedri. Pedri is a very technically good midfielder. Technically, he is very sound. Football IQ wise, decision making, I feel like he edges Bellingham in this. He doesn't have a lot of athletic abilities in terms of speed, strength, and all of that. You know, but what he lacks in all these things makes up for in the quality that I mentioned before. And Bellingham also is technically good, but not as much as Perry, based on what I feel and based on what I have seen. And I think that Bellingham has this goal factor. He's a midfielder that goes into every game. I expect him to score, and he is very athletic. He's very imposing based on because of his figure, and defensively, he's also very sound. I like the way he defends against the opponent like when his team is not with the ball. So that he has that going for him as well. And he's that kind of player. He's a clutch player. He's that kind of player that can deliver for you in the moment that you need him to deliver for you. He can come up with very important goals in very important moments, and he is the definition of what we call a clutch player, or maybe I would just say he has that dog in him. And looking at both of them currently, I would say that Bellingham is the more effective midfielder, yeah, based on his start in the previous season and in the past few months, and the way he has played his performances, based on his goals, assists, and productivity wise, I think Bellingham is much more productive currently more than Pedri. And who do I feel is going to be better going into the future? Based on my own standpoint, I feel like Pedri has that ability to last as a top class midfielder, at that level. Because look at this, you know, Pedri is in the profile of midfielder. He's in the same profile of midfielders like Xavi, Iniesta, Pirlo, Modric, who they are not very athletic. They are not very fast. They are not very strong. But what they lack in all these abilities, they make up for with their footballing IQ and their technical ability on the ball. And I feel like Pedri fits into this profile. And I think that this kind of midfielders, as they age, they get better. And I feel like we haven't even seen the best of Pedri. We are not even close to seeing the best of Pedri because he hasn't reached this age that I feel like he is going to be performing consistently. Because Xavi, Iniesta, and Modric, we didn't really see these guys in their early 20s play that well. I know that they were still good, but they were not at that level when they were in their early 20s. That they got older and more experienced, maybe in their late 20s to early 30s, that is when we saw them. That was when we saw their real class, their real quality. And I feel that Pedro is going to follow these same steps.